Warren Buffett. It's the sound of money.
$9.2 Warren Buffett, the second richest man in America.
He's estimated to be worth about $62 billion. It makes him the richest man in the world.
Hi and welcome back to our channel. In today's episode we're going to be discussing a rather peculiar aged billionaire. Yes, we've discussed billionaires before. But I can assure you there are going to be some particular things about this billionaire you probably would not even believe. Before we get started, make sure to click that subscribe button, and the notification bell. Warren Edward Buffett, born August 30, 1930, Omaha, Nebraska, U.S., American businessman and philanthropist, widely considered the most successful investor of the 20th and early 21st centuries, having defied prevailing investment trends to amass a personal fortune of more than $100 billion. Known as the Oracle of Omaha, Buffett was the son of U.S. Representative Homan Buffett from Nebraska. After graduating from the University of Nebraska, B.S., 1950, he studied with Benjamin Graham at the Columbia University School of Business, MS, 1951. In 1956 Buffett returned to Omaha and in 1965 took majority control of the textile manufacturer Berkshire Hathaway Inc., turning it into his primary investment vehicle. From the 1960s through the 90s the major stock averages rose by roughly 11% annually, but Berkshire Hathaway's publicly traded shares gained about 28% per year. Though Buffett's success with Berkshire Hathaway made him one of the world's wealthiest men, he abstained from lavish spending and criticized government policies and taxation that favored the rich over the middle or lower classes. In June 2006 Buffett announced that he planned to donate more than 80% of his wealth to charitable foundations. In 2020 he raised that amount to 99%. The main recipient was the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, created by Microsoft founder Bill Gates and his then-wife, Melinda, which focused on issues of world health and education. Bill and Buffett had maintained a close friendship since the early 1990s. The other organizations receiving donations included those run by Buffett's three children and the Susan Thompson Buffett Foundation, named for his late wife, which focused on women's reproductive rights and funded college scholarship programs. In 2010 Buffett and the Gateses created the Giving Pledge, an invitation to other wealthy individuals to donate the majority of their fortune to charities. During the subprime mortgage crisis of 2007-08, Buffett made a number of deals that, though questioned at the time, proved highly profitable. In September 2008 he invested $5 billion in the U.S.-based bank holding company Goldman Sachs Group Incorporated, and the following month Berkshire Hathaway purchased $3 billion in General Electric Company, GE, preferred stock. In November 2009 Buffett announced that Berkshire was buying the railroad company Burlington Northern Santa Fe Corporation for about $26 billion. The investment group already owned approximately 23% of the railroad. Berkshire Hathaway also had significant shareholdings in companies it did not control, including Coca-Cola and Apple. In 2011 Buffett was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. As Apple stock rose, Warren Buffett's net worth soared to $130 billion, making him the fifth richest person in the world. To date, Buffett's net worth has grown by $20.8 billion. Approximately 66.2 million troy ounces of gold or 1.08 billion barrels of crude oil are available to Warren Buffett's net worth of $130 billion. Billionaire Warren Buffett likes to have a modest lifestyle and keep the money in the bank. Although he is one of the richest men globally, his most expensive things might shock people. Warren Buffett began his career as an investor at the age of 11 when he became a player in the stock market. Known as the Oracle of Omaha, Buffett has been serving as the CEO of his company Berkshire Hathaway since 1970. Currently, he is on the 10th spot on the billionaire list with a net worth of $105.1 billion. Compared to other CEOs around the world, Buffett has a simple lifestyle that comprises living in the same home for decades, driving modest vehicles, and surrounding himself with simple technology. Spending money has never kept him true to his strategy to keep making investments. Today, He is a part owner of almost every important company in the world due to his intelligent techniques and extensive knowledge on the subject. Famous as a frugal billionaire, Buffett likes to lead a life with ordinary things that make him happy. The fact that he doesn't own many mega-expensive items makes the list all the more interesting. Let's take a look at the expensive things owned by Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett counts books as one of his most prized possessions. He always has a pile of books by his chair, which gives a clear idea that the mogul has a sprawling library in his home. One of his secrets to success is reading every day to ensure that a person wakes up smarter and a little wiser every morning. According to Blinkist, in the early days of his career as an investor, Buffett read 600,000 pages every day. However, he scaled back on time now and read at least 500 pages every day. He believes that the knowledge from books builds like compound interest, which eventually gives returns in the future. Being one of the richest men globally, it might come as a surprise that Warren Buffett used a $20 flip phone called Samsung SCHU320. His company Berkshire Hathaway owns 5.5% shares of Apple, which convert to $72 billion. The mogul purchased an iPhone 11 in 2020, claiming that he has finally stopped using the flip phone. He primarily uses the phone for calling rather than its additional features and uses. It is a significant upgrade from his previous phone and has a starting price of $849. Another unique item on the list is the custom suits worn by Warren Buffett, which have an interesting story behind it. When Buffett was on a trip to China, his suit measurements were taken in his hotel room, and he was shown a few samples to choose from. It was later revealed that a Chinese designer, Madame Li, was keen to give him a suit. He chose 2 suits and later met the designer. He only owns 20 custom suits to date that cost $700 to $5,000, unlike the billionaires who love splashing thousands of dollars on their custom suits. Buffett has close relations with Madame Li, and she has also designed suits for Bill Gates, as stated by CNBC. The Oracle of Omaha stood true to his roots and owned a beautiful home he purchased in 1958 for $13,500. It is now estimated to be worth $652,619. After his 2 marriages, Buffett claims the house to be the 3rd best investment of his life. The 6,570 square feet home features 5 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. The house comes with fences and security cameras for utmost safety. He did own property at Laguna Beach, California. However, he sold it for $7.5 million. He had purchased the property for his late wife Susie. The home is an icon of simplicity, and he enjoys the quiet neighborhood in the place he grew up. While the investor isn't known for making hefty automobile purchases, Buffett has standard buying habits that include having 1 car in his garage. As mentioned by Motor Biscuit, Buffett owns a 2014 Cadillac XTS. CEO of General Motors Mary Barra convinced him to upgrade with this car and discontinue using the 2006 Cadillac XTS he initially drove. The 2014 model has a retail price between $44,600 and $69,095. Buffett isn't big on driving his car. His old car only had 19,000 miles on it. He had donated the Cadillac to a non-profit called Girls Incorporated, who auctioned the car for $122,500. The priciest purchase on the list is a luxurious private jet owned by Warren Buffett. Purchased from NetJets, a company he owns under his Berkshire Hathaway organization. Buffett made a sensible decision and bought a used model of Bombardier Challenger that cost $850,000. Since he does a large amount of traveling to various locations, owning a private jet has been saving him a lot of time and money. Initially named the Indefensible, Buffett later changed the name to the Indispensable after realizing its value as a business tool, as stated by Forbes. Even with the above-mentioned expenses, Buffett has only spent 0.01% of his entire net worth. He has plans to donate 99% of his wealth to charity, out of which he has managed to give away $39 billion until now. Buffett will also be leaving only $2 billion for each of his children so they would understand the value of hard-earned money. Well, that's all for today's episode. Bye for now and thanks for watching.